Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Hazen Barrel Craftworks, here in the Hazen Barrel Homestead and our humble whiskey room. I'm the Alchemist. Hard to believe, it's already the first week of December. And I tell you what, here in my small town, South Dakota, it is feeling like winter. And I thought, what better way to, well, embrace winter as best we can than with exploring a few wintry whiskeys. And the first one on my list this week as we explore some wintry whiskeys is Jim Beam Winter Reserve. And this is a seasonal release for Jim Beam. And right on the bottle, it says that the Winter Reserve has notes of vanilla and cinnamon. It's a 86 proof bottle for Jim Beam, which is pretty typical proof range for most of Jim Beam's releases. And the way Jim Beam does this and why it's a limited release is that it's aged for 6 years, but when they do this, they finish this one. What's not typical or for this one is to their typical whiskeys is they finish it in new toasted white oak barrels. And that's what's supposed to give it that extra vanilla, that extra cinnamon notes that makes this a limited release winter reserve release right around the holiday time. So let's pour ourselves a glass of this one and see how well they did. As you can see, I've already opened it up a little bit. Get rid of that neck pour. Actually, not too bad. Little thin. Little thin. Not a lot of ethanol on the nose, which I didn't expect at 86 proof. But I must admit, I am getting that. I am getting a bit of cinnamon, but I'm going to go in for my first sips. I always love to do that because to me that opens up not obviously the palate, but it also opens up the nose for me a little bit because it's all connected. The palate, the nose, all connected for me anyway. And it just opens it up, but right there, why am I getting vanilla all of a sudden? Some nice vanilla. Boy, that's inviting right there. Really nice vanilla. Nice vanilla and some cinnamon. And that vanilla, sweet vanilla, is the first thing I get on the palate. Quite nice, actually. Not incredibly viscous or creamy on the palate, but the vanilla is nice. Very nice, and the vanilla is on the tip of the tongue with more of the cinnamon on the mid and back palate on this one. It is a bit thin. And I think I'm going to have to change that a little bit to the, it's the vanilla is all up front. And then as it settles, you get more cinnamon on the mid palate, and actually probably a bit more clove on the back palate. And then things just dry a little bit. And then a subtle sweet vanilla, very subtle sweet vanilla. But that sweet vanilla on the nose is really, really nice. And it's complemented by cinnamon. And the finish is not incredibly long. Really just a medium short finish. Probably the longest part of the finish is that nice sweet vanilla on the front of the palate. You can lick your lips and still get that sweet vanilla, and that is pleasant. But for a $25 bottle for a winter reserve, it's really the way that sweet vanilla comes out. That's nice, complemented by that cinnamon, and that clove is surprising in there. Again, so for a $25 bottle, it's a good one to have. I'm already thinking of a cocktail to have with this one, and I think since it's winter, I'm thinking of a hot winter cocktail, and I'm thinking next week maybe we do some hot cocktails with these whiskeys of winter. I think so. So maybe next week, instead of just some whiskey videos, maybe we do a week of cocktails with our winter whiskeys. So tune in and let's see how creative I can be. But again, for $25, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And yeah, I'd sip this one again. I definitely would put it in a cocktail, and I've already thinking one up. So, as you all know, I'd love to have you coming back around. So please, if you would, hit that like, subscribe, and that bell. And if you wouldn't mind, please give me a share to someone you know. And even more importantly, please take it easy. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.